The Protectors of the Wood Adventure Series, episode number 155. The festival begins. Abby lay awake that night, replaying her conversation with Phoebe over and over in her mind. The relief she felt was intense. Her whole body began to relax. She hadn't done anything so wrong. Jeremy had made it sound okay to Phoebe. Their project was not coming to an end. Phoebe understood, or at least had forgiven her. A monster of a problem had been taken off the table. But still, other unpredictable problems remained. Abby was thinking.
Even Tuck feels things are unnaturally quiet. And then there's the mapstick and the actual maps. Maps showing the exact locations of the most rare, mysterious, and valuable gemstone in the whole world. And the responsibility for the safety of this incredible secret is mine. And what can I do? Nothing. I can't live with this tension much longer.
Abby awoke in a good mood with the morning sun shining through the front window. She jumped up and looked out into the yard. A volunteer army was already setting up tables. People were carrying boxes of produce through the front gate. A breeze brought cool air into the cottage. The earth had been liberated from the fiery furnace. She hurried to get ready for the day.
Oh, if I can just fit in and be part of this team. Sammy's setting up the sandwich table. I'll return to my former job as sandwich maker.
Parents bought sandwiches for their families and filled tables and sat on the lawn. People who had stayed inside all week were taking advantage of this lovely opportunity to get out and enjoy the day. Children began to run off steam, creating games on the spot. A busy hour later, Glenda, Tiny, and Kayla worked their way behind Sammy's tables and approached Abby.
It's okay. Just keep working and I'll talk. I know there's a lot to do, but we're in a jam. The bishop is sitting with Ellen and Becky Scudder at the trustees' table with a crowd of people. I should be there. Plus, the children have missed you all week and have plans. So...
In 10 minutes.
Abby kept working.
I'm sorry to put you out like this.
No. Really, I want to take the children on a walk. I never planned to stay here all day.
Sammy overheard this conversation.
Go, Abby! Tell Shannon over there this is her chance to try out for a job. She's been bugging me every day about working a few hours a week.
I've got a bag here for you, full of sandwiches, lemon cukes, and fried potato squash chips.
And so, once again, Abby ended up with 7 eager, hungry children who had been cooped up all week. They clustered around her, making suggestions and demands, wanting to do several things at once. At the opening to the path, Abby turned and announced,
If we walk very quietly, maybe we'll see something special.
I want to see the owl again.
Maybe.
She put a finger to her lips and tried to walk with no noise. In a moment, they were in the shadowy, overgrown, forest-like world. She moved past the cave and kept on toward the secret place. Suddenly she stopped and pointed. A small gray rabbit bolted into the thicket. Children gasped. Those who had missed it asked questions.
You have to both be ready and lucky to see wild things. Let's sit here around this piece of an old tree. Who's hungry?
Me. I'd like some. Me.
I'll pass the food around. There's enough for everyone.
After Lucy finished her sandwich, she looked up at Abby and declared,
The grown-ups are all worried today.
Lucy clearly expected a response, but Abby had no reply ready.
You're just like the other grown-ups. They won't talk about it either. Even my grandfather says it's none of my business.
Well, maybe it isn't.
But I overheard them talking. They're afraid Tuck will get fired. One of them said, "You'll get fired too." That seems like our business.
Oh, you caught me good. I understand. But Lucy, you put me in a tough spot. If your grandfather doesn't want to talk about it, don't you think I should respect his wishes?
What a grown-up thing to say.
Lucy turned to Tiny and said,
See, I tried to warn her, but she doesn't want to hear. I told you so.
Emily says she's worried about Dawn. Emily feels all by herself.
Kayla spoke up.
It's no secret. The parents are worried about the trustees. They want my mother to win. But they're afraid she won't.
Ned was scared and confused and asked,
What are trustees?
Well, the trustees are the people who decide things. The people in charge of stuff. They're the ones that can fire Tuck.
Nobody tells me anything. Ever.
As a child, I knew on a bright summer's day, the warmth of the sun was coming my way. The heat on the sidewalk felt ever so good. I knew that I would do all that I could. The years passed by in a blink of an eye. The moon goes racing across the dark sky. All I have left is the best I can do. It'll take all we've got to carry us through. That bright summer's day, we live on always. The great wide world and the powers that be carry us over the raging sea. The end of the line is here on a dime. The universe lives in a moment of time. All things journey the long winding way. Everything we do matters today. That bright summer's day, we live on always. The great wide world and the powers that be carry us over the raging sea.
Trillions of living things are everywhere around. Our lives are all planted deep into the sacred ground. There's everything to love and everything to fear. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. And nature lives here.